This video is about Violin Concerto No. 5 by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, born on January 27, 1756 in Salzburg, was a musical prodigy who began conquering the world of music at a young age. His extensive oeuvre encompasses all the major genres of his time, including operas, symphonies, chamber music and concerts. Mozart, who died in Vienna on December 5, 1791, left a legacy characterized by his ingenious melodies, harmonic innovations, and profound emotional expressiveness. The Violin Concerto No. 5 in A major, K. 219, known as the Turkish Concerto, is one of Mozart's most famous violin concertos and a high point of his work in this genre. Composed in December 1775, this concerto displays remarkable maturity and a wealth of musical ideas. The last movement is particularly famous, in which Mozart incorporates elements of Turkish Janissary music, which gave the concerto its nickname. The concerto is in three movements: allegro aperto, adagio, and rondo, tempo di menuetto. Each movement offers a different facet of Mozart's musical language and technique. The first movement, allegro aperto, is captivating with its broad, inviting theme that opens up a world full of elegance and expression. The solo violin emerges almost immediately with a series of brilliant and lyrical passages that show its virtuosity and expressiveness. This movement is characterized by a lively dialogue between soloist and orchestra, with Mozart developing the harmonic and thematic structures with great skill. The second movement, adagio, unfolds a deeply emotional landscape in which the violin soars with long, song-like lines over a calm orchestra. This movement shows the violin's ability to convey deep feelings, with a melody that is both simple and incredibly rich in nuances. The tender and intimate atmosphere of this movement forms a perfect contrast to the dynamic first movement. The final movement, rondo, tempo di menuetto, is known for its Turkish elements, in particular the use of percussive effects and rhythmic patterns reminiscent of Janissary music. This movement is lively and full of surprises, with a main theme presented in a minuet style, but repeatedly interrupted by more energetic, Turkish sections. The violin plays with a mixture of elegance and playful brilliance, making this movement a fascinating and entertaining conclusion to the concert. In this concerto, Mozart shows his ability to use the orchestra colorfully and effectively to support and complement the solo violin. The strings, oboes, and horns create a warm and rich soundscape that puts the violin in the foreground, while the occasional use of bass and timpani in Turkish passages adds depth and character to the piece. Mozart composed the Violin Concerto No. 5 in late 1775 while still living in Salzburg and working for Archbishop Hieronymus Colloredo. This concerto shows Mozart's growing confidence as a composer and his willingness to experiment with musical forms and styles. Mozart was probably the soloist at the premiere, which probably took place in Salzburg shortly after the work was completed. The Violin Concerto No. 5 is not only a key work in Mozart's own repertoire, but also an important example of the development of the classical violin concerto. The innovative use of Turkish elements shows Mozart's interest in the music of other cultures and his ability to integrate these influences into the Western musical tradition. The concerto remains a favorite among violinists and is proof of Mozart's unparalleled combination of technical mastery and musical expression.